Hey, good afternoon, Aquarius, and welcome to your February tarot reading for February 2020. Welcome to Love and Abundance Tarot. My name's Morty. I'm excited to be here with you, and I'm excited to have the opportunity to share your February tarot reading with you. Aquarius, today is Saturday, February the 1st, 2020. I've already taken the liberty of laying out your cards here. By the way, the time is 12:47 p.m. for those of you that like to know the time. So I've laid out 9 cards here. That the 9 cards basically create the framework. They kind of tell the story of what's going on. And then, so for those 9 cards, I've used my Psychic Tarot of the Heart deck. So Aquarius, I need to point out this specific deck, it's more relationship related. I wasn't necessarily seeking a love reading, right? But we have a love reading here. It didn't start off that way, but it's certainly moving towards that direction as I continued on with your reading here. I've also pulled clarifiers, and I used my Crystal Vision tarot set for the clarifiers on this specific reading. I need to point out, Aquarius, you have on the bottom of the deck, you have the Hermit card, which is representing the energy of Virgo, and that bottom card actually fits into your tarot reading here today. So we have a beautiful reading for you. Aquarius, I want to begin your reading by sharing a prayer with you. This is the prayer to take us into your tarot reading. It's by my Change Me Prayers book by Tasha Silver. Aquarius, I just turn it over to energy, and I let energy select the page to turn to, and specifically the page to read for the prayer. So I have it right here. This prayer is titled Divine Worth. Let me throw on my spectacles. Okay, Aquarius. Divine Beloved, change me into one who every day remembers who I really am, a living, breathing conduit for love. May I wake up to who I actually am, all I encounter. May I be carried by divine grace in every moment. May I know my true nature as love itself. Okay, no coincidence that we were able to have energy select that specific prayer for us, because I feel like that prayer, as I'm looking here at your tarot reading, Aquarius, I feel like that prayer is very fitting. Sorry, I need to organize my cards here. So, Aquarius, first of all, my sun sign is Aquarius, so I always look forward to the Aquarius readings. I love the Aquarian energy. I'm proud to be an Aquarius. Aquarians, we can be very intelligent. We tend to make great humanitarians and philanthropists. In many cases with Aquarian energy, just give us a cause, right? Give us a cause of a higher truth that we can believe in, and we're great at investing our energies into that. We're very friendly, loyal, inventive. We can be very independent. Aquarius, you were found and located in the 11th house. The 11th house is friends and community. Here we find your hopes and dreams, your friends, your associations, and social life. And Aquarius, you are ruled by the planet Uranus. Planet Uranus is all about innovation. So Aquarius, those are just some of the fun facts that are connected to the Aquarian energy. All right, let's get started with your tarot reading. So Aquarius, the first thing I did is I pulled an energy for you to take us into your tarot reading, and I pulled this energy from my Magical Times Empowerment cards. The energy that was pulled was union. I'm just going to share this with you. You have seen and unseen allies. Draw upon their strength, join forces with friends, and flourish. I really like this image right here. We see this female figure, and she's just kind of cradling and hugging this dragon here. But Aquarius, union, important energy is pointing out that you have allies, right? You have friends, and you have a support system out there reminding you of that. And union also represents, the coming together of energies. And I'm seeing that here in your tarot reading as well. Aquarius, let me just read to you real quickly about union. Today I will focus on the good and happy spirits in my life, the ones that build me up instead of tearing others down. I am rich with joy and beauty, brought to me by my friends. Today I will contact a friend and tell them of their worth. I will embrace their love and thrive. Okay, that's good advice for us there, Aquarius, right? To reach out to a friend today and connect with them and let them know exactly what they mean to you in your life, right? How much you value that relationship. I feel like it's something that would serve you very well. Okay, Aquarius, getting into your tarot reading here. The first thing I did is I pulled an energy, and it serves as the energy for the central theme of your tarot reading. So it's showing up right here at the center of your reading. I'm going to hold it up to you. Here we have dedicated effort, right, which is equivalent to the Eight of Pentacles, right? So this is a work-related energy, right? And I'm looking at this guy. He's standing on the scaffolding, right, and he's painting. And Aquarius, what I'm feeling strong with this energy is I feel like for many of you, you're in the process right now. You're painting your masterpiece, right? And here you are painting on the wall. Here we see, right, we see a couple, right? We see a loving couple coming together. Aquarius, I feel like you're in the process now of painting this masterpiece, and in many ways, you're just following your intuition with the brush. You know, you don't know how this is all going to happen and come together, right? But you're painting exactly what it is you want to create, you want to manifest in your life, right? And for many of you, I feel like you're wanting to manifest a relationship. It's a specific kind of relationship, a very meaningful and loving relationship. So there we begin with dedicated effort, and then moving up to the top of your tarot reading. So the top, for many, this can move into past energy. The midline is present energy, and then the bottom line is energies moving ahead. Keeping in mind, Aquarius, right? We're all on a different timeline. So for some of you, you may already be well into these energies, and others, these may be energies that you're just getting ready to step into or getting ready to step into in the near future. So I really hope and I feel positive that the messages here in this tarot reading, Aquarius, are going to help you and serve you well. So moving up to the top row, we begin your reading with the crown chakra energy. So the crown chakra energy represents the energy of knowing, right? This is a sense of knowing. Crown chakra is located at the very top of our head. This is an intuitive connection. This is a knowing, and having the ability to have this inner sense of knowing and understanding. I want to read to you real quickly about the crown chakra, because there are steps that we can take to open ourselves up and allow ourselves to open this chakra so that we're able to connect ourselves with our intuition. So let me just read this to you, Aquarius. The crown chakra is located at the top of the head and has been called the thousand-petaled lotus, or the receiver of light. This chakra is the center of your link with the universe, the infinite, and your higher consciousness. It's the connection between wisdom and spiritual insight. The crown center is the area where the ethereal light and energy are received and then dispersed throughout your aura for total well-being. To enhance this chakra, sit quietly and visualize a lotus bud on the top of your head. As the bud blossoms, see a shower of whitish, violet, sparkling light shining down from the universe onto the lotus, filling and nourishing it. When complete, simply let the vision fade. Expanding the chakra opens you to receiving the ultimate bliss, divine love. Take comfort in knowing that you are cherished. Okay, so a beautiful energy for you, Aquarius, right? I feel like it's coming out because this is I feel like many of you you're on somewhat of an intuitive journey, and this is about your intuition and your ability to have this sense of knowing within you. Aquarius, I feel like many of you are going to connect with this. Coming out as a clarifier, we have the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands, if we look at the figure here, she's sitting on top of this hill, right? She's been in battle. She's chosen to place herself on top of this hill to give herself the strategic advantage of being able to better see everything around her, everything that's approaching, right? So I feel like, Aquarius, this is representing the energy of you're observing, right? You've been observing something or someone in your life for quite some time, showing it here as the Nine of Wands. And I feel like that's part of what you've been observing. That's part of this sense of inner knowing that you have. Coming in next, Aquarius, we have the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords represents air-type energy. So Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, it could be a younger Aquarius, right? So it's showing up as a page. I feel like this is you're having. I feel like this is representing your energy. You're having this sense of inner knowing within you that's connected to your crown chakra on what it is or who it is that you've been observing. And then coming in next as a clarifier, we have the Two of Pentacles, which is representing the energy of balance, right? The universe pointing out the importance for you to maintain your balance. And I feel like, Aquarius, For many of you, this relationship hasn't come together yet. So there's nothing substantial in the 3D for you to really, feel and take in and build upon. This is more about just an inner sense of knowing within you. Okay, Aquarius, coming in next, we have release, which is equivalent to the death card in original tarot. So I feel like, Aquarius, this energy is showing up, right? Because for many of you, right, there may have needed to be an ending in your life, like something coming to an ending first. It could have been a previous relationship, right? And release, I feel like it's also about, Aquarius, right, your ability to be able to release yourself, right, from some limiting energies, right? Limiting energies that you may have picked up because you've been operating and following your intuition, right? But your experience in the 3D, sometimes it doesn't line up with what you're feeling intuitively, right? And that can cause a lot of limiting energies to surface. So pointing out the ability for the importance of you being able to release these limiting energies, and for some of you, the importance of ending something. Many of you may have already ended whatever this is in your life, right, that needed to come to an ending. Is it showing up here on the top row? Then coming in next as a clarifier, we have the Knight of Swords, right? So we had the Page of Swords earlier. The Knight, right? Knights show up, right? So this is an energy that's coming into you. This Knight of Swords, I feel like this is an energy that's bringing you a truth, right? And it could be a truth on what you've been observing in this Nine of Wands energy, truth connected to this inner sense of knowing that you've had, right? So we have the Knight of Swords bringing you the truth, and it's this truth that brings you the Ace of Swords. So, your ability to receive this truth, hear it, and to understand it, right? What it does is it opens you up. It opens up, it changes your perspective. It opens you up to seeing things from a different perspective, right? Seeing things in their truth. Okay, Aquarius, coming in next, we have Rest and Reconsider, which this is equivalent to the Nine of Wands, which we saw earlier here in your tarot reading, right? So I feel like for many of you, right, there's an ending in your life, and for some it could be an ending of a relationship, right? And then after this ending, right, now you're going inward and you're looking at your journey, right? He's sitting on the side of this, on top of this mountain. He's looking down. He's looking at the journey, like which path did I take exactly, right, that led me right here, and what obstacles, right, what experiences did I take on during this journey? So your ability to really sit back and observe that. Coming out as clarifiers for this, Aquarius, here we have two energies. We have the High Priestess. So again, reminding you of your intuition, right? Taking time to rest and reconsider, and allowing yourself to continue to trust your intuition, right? Trust that sense of inner feeling, of inner knowing within you. Then attached to it, we have the Strength card, which is representing the energy of Leo. So here we see this figure, right? She's sitting next to this lion, one of the most fierce animals on the planet. She has the courage to reach down and to cup the lion's chin, right? Which, when she does that successfully, that allows her to take on this energy, this courageous energy of I did it, right? Bringing you courage and strength. So the courage and the strength connected to your intuition, Aquarius, right? So the universe pointing out, kind of in a way, congratulating you on your ability to trust your intuition, right? And your intuition is what brings you your strength. The High Priestess, she's surrounded by butterflies, right? Butterflies representing new beginnings, rebirth. Okay, Aquarius, coming down to the middle row now, we have Strengthening Bonds. So this is equivalent to the Ace of Pentacles. So this is about a beginning and stepping into a beginning, and it's pointing out to you, Aquarius, right? The importance as you're moving into this beginning of keeping yourself grounded, right? Reminding yourself to stay connected with nature, to stay connected to relationships in your life, right? To other beautiful energies, keeping yourself open, keeping yourself grounded, right? And here you are walking towards this beginning. Right? She really can't see what lies ahead, right? But she has the faith and the trust, and she's feeling grounded to move ahead. So coming out as clarifiers for this new beginning, we have the Judgment card. All right, so Aquarius, the judgment card showing up, letting you know as you're stepping into this new beginning, right? We're letting go of the judgments. We're letting go of the opinions and the judgments that we may feel towards others, that we may feel towards some of the obstacles that you faced, right, throughout this journey that you've been on. So this judgment coming to an ending because you don't want to take it with you into this new beginning. It's part of the importance of really feeling grounded. Then Aquarius, coming in next as a clarifier, we have the Three of Cups, right? So it's your ability to step into this beginning, step in, feeling very grounded, feeling very stable, very secure. You're moving forward with faith and trust, trusting your intuition. I feel like in many ways this opens you up, Aquarius, right? It opens you up to connection with friends, right? So, because at the end of the day, all we are is we're just energy vessels, right? We're vibrating light. So this is your ability to really raise your vibration, to increase that vibration. And in the process of doing so, you're now opening yourself up to receiving outside energies from the universe. And in many ways, you're opening yourself up, right, to make new connections, new friendships. Beautiful energy, Aquarius. Okay, and then coming in next, again, showing up at the center of your reading, we have dedicated efforts, right? So again, I feel like, Aquarius, this is you painting your masterpiece, right? This is kind of, this whole story, these energies, this is part of your masterpiece that you're painting. Getting clarification on that energy, Aquarius, we have the Chariot card, which is the card of Cancer, right? So some of you could be connected to a Cancer. So the Chariot card, this is about movement, right? This is about movement and change that's coming into your world based upon, Aquarius, your dedicated effort, your ability to trust your sense of your inner feeling, right? Your inner knowing. That's what brings you balance, right? And we saw balance earlier here in your tarot reading with the Two of Pentacles, right? But it's the balance. It's the running in unison of the white horse and the black horse. By balance, I'm talking about duality, the yin and the yang, the masculine and feminine energies, right? Whether we're male or female, it's important for each of us to have a balance of both of these energies. So the horse is running together in a very balanced manner that's bringing about change for you, Aquarius, right? Change that has everything to do with your masterpiece. And here we see the Two of Wands, which represents the energy of the courageous risk taker who's getting ready to set out and embark on an adventure. So, of course, I feel like that it's your balance. It's your painting your masterpiece, your ability to stay balanced on this scaffolding, right? As you continue to paint, that's what's going to set you on course, right, towards manifesting, right, this journey that you're getting ready to set out and embark on. It's a Two of Wands. So, of course, for some of you, you may be stepping into this journey with another person. And notice the world here in the dragon's tail. So for some of you, this journey, right, this connection could involve travel of some sort, right? Whether you're going to them or they're coming to you, or maybe you're traveling together, right? Maybe you're traveling together on this journey. Okay, Aquarius. Coming in next to dedicated effort, we have choose your battles, right? So this is about making a choice. And of course, I feel like many of you have made this choice, right? You've created this ending, right, with the release card. You've allowed the ending to take place. So we're choosing where we want to invest our energy. And what are you choosing between, Aquarius? Coming out as clarifiers, we have two of the choices here, right? We have the Four of Pentacles, which is a very limiting energy. We see this nymph in the tree, and she's clinging tightly to these pentacles. For many, these are must-haves, right? These are ways that, we must have it happen a certain way, right? This person must come in a certain way. This relationship must come about a certain way. Letting go of the must-haves, right? Letting go of the must-haves and just truly opening ourselves up to the universe. When we open ourselves up to the universe, with the Four of Pentacles, what the universe is telling you, Aquarius, is it's telling you to be open to everything, right, but attached to nothing. So once you're able to let go of these pentacles, right, you're attached to nothing. And then attached to it, we have the Seven of Wands, which, again, it's a limiting energy, right, because these must-haves that we create for ourselves, inevitably what it creates for you, Aquarius, is this defensive energy, right, because many times things in life just don't work out the way we think they need to work out. And so when it's not working out that way, we can take on this defensive energy. Whether we're defensive towards defending ourselves to others, or we're defensive towards for many, this can represent the energy of defending yourself to yourself, right? Because you're on this intuitive journey, following your intuition, right? You're trying to manifest this, you're trying to create this masterpiece, right? And many times when it's not going the way that you're intuitively feeling it, it can cause this defensive energy to come in. Again, whether we're defensive towards others or we're defensive towards ourselves, questioning ourselves, questioning our intuition. So choosing your battles, choosing to not participate in these energies, and instead you're taking on the energy of the Queen of Wands. And some of you may be having a fire sign come into your life, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Don't get caught up on the Queen energy. It can be male or female, right? But the important thing about the Queen of Wands, she's the most intuitive of the queens, right? Pointed out by this bird, seagull flying above her head, providing her guidance and her intuition. So the great thing about the Queen of Wands energy is she doesn't spend any energy on Four of Pentacles kind of energy or Seven of Wands kind of energy. They're just not energies that serve her. So she's intuitive. So with her intuition, she connects with it, she feels it, and then more importantly, the Queen of Wands takes action on this intuition, right? So this is opening yourself up to taking action on this intuition. Her companion is the Lion, representing power and strength. Okay, Aquarius. Now moving down to the bottom row here. So the bottom row consists of moving ahead, right? So what lies ahead? We have Simply Love. So Simply Love is equivalent to the Six of Cups in original tarot. So the Six of Cups, in many cases, it can refer to the energy of somebody from our past, right? So Aquarius, you may have been observing, and even them observing you, right? Somebody from your past. But Simply Love, what it's pointing out is just the importance for you, Aquarius, right? Of really opening yourself up, right? Allowing this release, right? This ending to happen, allowing the limiting energies to pass. Staying connected to your intuition, right? Trusting the universe, trusting that intuitive guidance. And it opens you up, right? To be able to receive relationships in your life, right? It opens you up to be able to connect with other people, right? To connect with more friends in your life, to connect with more family, right? To open yourselves up to love. Aquarius, coming out as clarifier on this, we have the Lover's card, which is representing the energy of Gemini. So I feel like this is showing up here as a clarifier, Aquarius, letting you know that when you're able to, to open up your heart completely, you're able to let go of the limiting energies, really open yourself up to receive, right? To receive whatever beautiful energies are coming into you. It opens you up, right, for a relationship in your life, because your energies are now open to receiving this kind of relationship and this connection. And for some of you, this connection may be with a Gemini. But I want to point out the energies on this card, right? This is a soulmate card. These are two people that are down for one another, right? Two people that understand one another. Two people that understand that intuitively, right? They're meant to be together. It's a soulmate kind of energy. Beautiful energy. And then coming out as another clarification, we have the King of Cups. So the King of Cups represents water sign energy, so Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. So you may be connecting with a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer in this relationship, right? But I feel like what's important about this energy, what's being pointed out here is King of Cups is the most loving king, right? And it's his unconditional love that makes him so effective, on connecting with others, on being a good listener, on earning the trust, right, and the faith from others, really opening yourself up to relationships, opening yourself up to love. It's a very balanced energy, right? 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on dry land. So he's the most balanced of the kings, and he's also the most intuitive of the kings. So again, Aquarius, reminding you of your intuition. Okay, coming in next to Simply Love, we have Shine. So here we see the energy of Leo, the second time here in your tarot reading. This is equivalent to the energy of the sun in original tarot, right? So Simply Love, right? Taking that step to open ourselves up, right? And then really just kind of doing what this image is doing on the card. She's actually propelled herself, and she's holding out her arms completely. Notice what's really standing out to me here is, right, she's open to receiving everything, right, but she's attached to nothing, right, not attached to any kind of specific outcomes. This is you opening yourself up to the universe, and by doing so, you're raising your vibration. You're kind of taking on this beautiful King of Cups kind of energy where you're embracing and you're resonating, these energies of love. You're becoming a better listener, a better, more compassionate, understanding listener. You're becoming more effective, right, in all of your relationships. So, again, opening yourself up, right? Literally, in many ways, this is surrender, right? I mean, she's completely surrendering. And a lot of times what this energy reminds me of is, sometimes you have those groups that work together, right, to strengthen trust and unity, individually, independently, and the strength and the trust within the group. So you have somebody in the group that stands, right, and the others are behind them. This person standing is just going to fall back on their own, just allow themselves to fall, knowing and trusting, right, that others are going to catch them. This is kind of what's being represented to you, Aquarius, right? Your ability to just put yourself out there, to trust, and to just know that whatever's coming in, right, wherever you're headed, the universe is there to catch you. Okay, coming out as clarification on shine, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles, this is a good energy. Right? For many, this is representing energy of seeds from the past that have been planted that are now coming to fruition, right? And I feel like that's what's being pointed out to you, Aquarius, is this is all representing seeds from the past that you planted, right? Something that you've desired and wanted to manifest in your life. So you planted the seeds, you planted those seeds for some time, and now you've worked in the garden, right? Now you're sitting back, right? You're trusting divine timing, right? In order to bring about this beautiful manifestation that you've been working on. And then coming in next as a clarifier, we have beautiful energy, represented as the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands, this is a commitment card, right? So for many, this is marriage, right? For many, this can be a commitment of exclusivity, right, in this relationship, right? You may be moving in together, right? But definitely coming together in union, spending more time together. Two people that know and feel that they are destined to be together, right? This other person, maybe you've been observing for some time, and they've been observing you for some time, but making this connection and coming together in a beautiful union. Okay, Aquarius, again, how do we go about having this union come together? Raising our vibration, opening ourselves up to love, opening ourselves up to receiving love, unconditional love, and relationships in our life. That's what's going to bring about this relationship for you. Okay, Aquarius, coming in next, we have the energy of observing. So this is equivalent to the Hanged Man energy in original tarot. So here we see observing again, and Aquarius, I'm feeling this strong. I feel like you've been observing somebody in your life, possibly this connection, this soulmate type connection for quite some time, right? Quite some time, pointed out in the Nine of Wands energy. And maybe they've been observing you as well. So you've both been maybe intuitively aware of one another, right? But not necessarily coming together in union, represented by the Hanged Man here. Notice these people here in these images, right? They're observing one another. So again, we're moving on into the bottom row, right? So moving ahead. I feel like what's being pointed out here is coming out as a clarifier. We have the Death card, right? So what I see taking place here for you, Aquarius, right? The Death card is attached to this observe. So I feel like when you're able to connect yourself with your spiritual journey, right? To trust in the universe, to trust your intuition, to open yourself up to receiving love, to open yourself up to relationships, right? This observation that you have towards the other and them observing you as well, finally coming to an ending, right? Because now it's not about just observing one another from afar for many of you, right? Because she's looking off in the distance. This is about this energy coming to an ending. Why? Because looking at the energies leading up to this, right? You've now come together in union. We see this union represented here as the Four of Wands. So I feel like it's this union and this coming together that allows this observation, right, from a distance to really come to an ending. This is a beautiful energy. It's also representing the energy of Scorpio. Notice this light, right, piercing down through the heavens, right? So it's illuminating this headstone. The headstone's written in Latin, but translated it says, life is changed, not taken, right? So this is about a transformational change, possibly a transformational change that are coming to both of you. Notice the butterflies here, representing divinity. Also representing beginnings. Aquarius, coming in next, we have the Six of Wands. And again, this is coming out as a clarification for observe and for the Death card. It's with the ending of this, two people observing each other, right, back and forth from a distance, to actually both of you open yourselves up to actually receiving and feeling one another's energy. For many, I feel like you're already feeling their energy, right? But really bringing it together in the 3D. And what does it do? It creates the end of this observing, because now we're not observing anymore, we're taking action. So with the ending of observing, and both of you, the ability to actually take action and to come together in union. We're seeing it twice here with you, Aquarius. It brings you Six of Wands kind of energy, which is representing the energy of victory and of triumph. We see this figure, he's standing on top of this hill. Notice he's holding out his arms, right? So it's almost like he's so willing to receive this victory, and I feel like it's representing your energy, Aquarius, right? I feel like you're going to be very willing to receive this victory, right? Because it's been hard earned, right? You've definitely been on this spiritual journey, and you've invested your energy, right? In many ways, taking on all kinds of growth, all kinds of limiting energies and experience throughout your journey, but inevitably it's bringing you the sense of victory. Notice the two birds flying above, right? So for many, of course, I feel like this is bringing this energy of victory and of triumph to both of you, possibly to both of you, in this beautiful relationship, this beautiful union. Okay, Aquarius. So after I finished your reading, when I was looking at the energies here, I love this bottom row. I love the energies, right, moving ahead. With the Shine card, I was really curious about this Four of Wands energy. So I thought, well, maybe we'll get some clarification on this Four of Wands and see if we can get, go a little deeper, right, to get a better sense of what this union, this relationship is all about. I was going to shuffle the cards, but the cards were already sitting here, right? And I thought, well, why don't I just look at the energy that's on the bottom of the deck? And I felt strong, right, that's what we needed to do for clarification on this Four of Wands energy. And here we have the Hermit energy, which is representing the energy of Virgo, right? So for many of you, I feel like you may be stepping into a relationship with a Virgo, right? Or somebody who kind of takes on those Virgo-like energies. Whether it's male or female, it really doesn't matter. Okay, Aquarius, wow, I loved your tarot reading. What a beautiful time to be an Aquarius, right? What a beautiful time to have a union come together, Aquarius, right? Between yourself and another person. You're in beautiful energies right now, dedicating, right, your energy towards painting this masterpiece, right? And for many, I feel like what you're painting is a masterpiece of love, or you're painting your masterpiece of divine connection, right? Of two people that are interested in living a higher level of love, represented by the King of Cups, being confirmed, right, and clarified with the Lover's card, representing the energy of Gemini. So Aquarius, wow, I hope this reading resonated with you. I hope that these energies connected with your experience, your story, and I hope that the messages here in this tarot reading, I hope that they help you on your path. Right, on your path as you're in the process of painting your masterpiece, this masterpiece that's all about, right, yourself and another coming together in union. It's a beautiful story, right? And just beautiful energies and beautiful messages. So Aquarius, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to share this reading with you. Thank you for the beautiful comments. I respond to a lot of them, right? But I don't have the ability to respond to each and every comment, right? But I read all of them, and I appreciate those comments. I appreciate the love and the support that you provide. I also appreciate those of you that have made donations towards the channel. It's your donations that make this possible, that allow me to keep this channel alive and to be able to upload these readings for you over here on YouTube. And I want to thank all of you who have ordered personal tarot readings. If this reading resonated with you and you'd like to get a little better insight on your specific circumstances and get a little further clarification, just send me an email at tarotloveandabundance@gmail.com. Or Aquarius, you may have something else in your life that you want to get some insight and some guidance on, right? These personal readings, they can be very specific, work-related, family-related, relationship-related, related to the past, related to energies that would just serve us best moving forward. So Thank you so much. I appreciate all the love and the support. Aquarius, it's the weekend, so go out and have a beautiful weekend. Be sure to go out and connect with that friend in your life, and be sure to let them know how much they mean to you, right? How much you value having them in your life. Those are energies that serve you very well, because those are energies that open you up, Aquarius, right? Open you up to love and connection. Okay, Aquarius, thank you so much. Have a beautiful weekend.